Hey guys, welcome to Code Club. I'm going to do a quick screencast on some CSS3 linear gradients. So let me kind of show you what I mean by that. Let me go ahead and pull up my text here. What I've done is just coded up a real simple page. And so if we take a look at it, this is what it looks like. Just blank, got some text, right? So what I'm going to do is show you how to create a gradient, aka a gradient of color like so. Alright, and it's real simple. Let me show you how it works. So here is my body code, right? So here's all the stuff you see. I've just thrown in a little style tag up here, and I haven't done it in a separate sheet because it's only one tag, so we don't really need to do a separate style sheet to practice this one. So a couple things to point out. What I'm doing is I'm selecting the HTML tag. That's what I'm going to apply the color to. I've made the height 100% so that it covers the whole page, and I've addressed the background, okay, and this is where you create the linear gradient. So you can really create a gradient on almost anything, alright? Background is usually what you're going to look at because you want to have this nice, transitioning color scheme behind your web page. So you have your background, and then you type linear dash gradient, and then you have your colors inside here, okay, inside your parentheses. So your standard gradient is just going to look like this. Let's just do red and blue. Okay. So your background linear gradient, parentheses, red and blue. Make sure you have your semicolon at the end. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's refresh. Okay. Red and blue, and a little bit of purple because it's a gradient. Okay, so it blends together. So you can do this in different ways. So you can go in here and you can go, let's say, to right, comma, Command S, go back, and it switches the gradient so that's going to the right. And subsequently you could go left so that it switches. Okay. There's a whole lot of things you can do. As you saw earlier, you can put in purple, white, pretty much however many colors you want. Refresh, and you have a gradient of all those different colors. Alright, pretty cool. So let me show you a few things. When you're doing this, the gradient is only going to go as far as the height and width of something. So for example, a lot of people will want to do it on the body so that they think it's going to go across the back screen of their page. So if I do that, if I type in body, and even if I have 100%, Command S, let me show you what happens. Okay, whoops. It goes across nicely, but if we don't do it to the left, where it naturally goes top to bottom, so it's automatically going to go top to bottom if you don't define where it's going. The body is only as large as the text that I have in it right now. Okay, so it's only going to stop here. Then the gradient is going to repeat itself. So you'd have to go in here, and although it says height 100%, that only means that it's going as far down as I'm putting stuff in. That's just kind of one of the things with the body tag. So I have to actually define, let's say, 700 pixels. Command S, and then it pushes everything down to 700 pixels only. Okay, so that's from top to bottom. If you're trying to do that, that's something you're just going to have to deal with. Okay, so that's your gradient. Again, here's the code. It's just some dummy code with one style tag. I'm going to put it up on the web so you can play with it. Play around with kind of not just the background of your page, but like little boxes and stuff that you have on your page. You can make them all different gradient colors. Okay, so go crazy and try not to script your eyes. All right. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.